There's a difference between being cocky and finally realizing and recognizing who you are. Let's get into it, man. What up, my fighters? What up, fellas? This is Anthony rocking with you again. Thanks a lot for tuning in to Next Round. I'm grateful to have you here. Yo, y'all, we're going to be talking about not being overconfident. You're finally certain. You're not being overconfident. You're just finally certain. It's just owning that growth, that part of you that's growth that you're owning unapologetically. You're owning it. You're not sorry. You're not apologizing to no one. Nah, I've outgrown this. I've outgrown you. I've outgrown all y'all. I'm not in that move like that. I don't move like this no more. I'm doing this different. I don't go here and I don't do these things no more. I'm moving different. So that's what I want to get at you on. And it's just the fact that how important that evolving is. As I've given you on the pillars of this channel, that this channel is about accountability. And it is also about resilience. And it's about evolving. That's what this is all about. That's what makes this what it is. I need you to evolve. Because there's no way, no man can be a man if he doesn't evolve. Some fellas think they're men because of what's between their legs, how many ladies they smash, or how many cars they got, or how much is in the bank account. But I promise you, there is nothing more gratifying when a man knows who he is and where he's going with his life. Nothing more gratifying. I know you be like, nah, Ant, when you get that bag, man, that's where you at. Nah, you can get that whip. That's where you at. No, it's totally different. Man who knows who he is and where he's going, I promise you, he's going to look at that bag much different. So what we need to understand is that more often than not, many men are taught how to downplay their strengths so they don't look arrogant, right? We're told, hey, look, you gotta learn how to keep it toned down. Tone it down a little. Tone down. There's a difference between arrogance and confidence. There's a fine line, but there's a difference. But certainty isn't arrogance at all. It's alignment. You're certain with your purpose. You're certain with your mission in your life. You're very certain who you are in that and how you're going to be operating it. Now, when you've been forged through pain, discipline, self-awareness, you've earned the right to speak with conviction. You've been forged through that. You've been through that battle. You've been through the discipline. You've been through the pain. You've been through just understanding who you are and aware of self, that now you can say, hey, listen, I have the right to speak on this now. I have the right to tell people this is why these things happen to us. This is why you're going through this. So it's about you owning that growth. It's not about you shrinking back to make somebody feel good. It's about you owning that growth. Now, here's what we need to understand. I used to be a guy who I never used to look at my accomplishments, whatever they may be. I never spoke about them, don't talk about them, or I would just whisper about it like, yeah, I did that. That was cool. Yo, I did this. That was it. People are like, wait, you did what? And you sitting here calmly with it? Yeah. Shh. Don't say anything. But it was as if I was apologizing for improving myself. That's how it was. I was just moving like I was apologizing to improving mentally, spiritually. I was improving physically, just doing things that I never wanted to do, or I was scared of challenges in my life that finally I was like, you know what are you scared of? You're gonna have to do this at some point. Either you're gonna duck away from it, or you're gonna have to get on the horse and start moving. But one day I had to say to myself, I'm tired of pretending. I'm average just to make everyone feel comfortable. I'm tired of pretending that I'm moving in this average way just to make this person feel good about themselves. And I'm like, no, I'm not average like this. I'm not the 99% in this. I'm the 1% in this part. Now, you're not going to be 1% in everything, but you want to have the 1% in something in your life, or a few things in your life. You want to be there. If you're the 1% in terms of finances, you and I need to talk like yesterday, today type of thing. So yeah, I used to move that way because I was like, man, I don't want nobody to feel uncomfortable with that. But it was at that time in my life that leveling up or growing or evolving was starting to happen. Not because I changed, but because I stopped hiding. I stopped hiding. I stopped saying, all right, well, you know what? Yeah, I can do these. I can try this. I've done that. I was able to meet these people. I was able to, no. I was no longer hiding that. Now, don't get me wrong. Do I always tell things I'm doing? Nope, not really. I'm not really much of that guy on social media. I got to show highlights and do things. No, not really. It's not that I'm scared of it. It's just, that's not who I am. But you got some of you out there who are watching this, you have accomplished so much. You've done great things. But you have your younger siblings that you want to just dim who you are. No, I can't tell them. I don't want to talk about that. So if somebody say, hey man, listen, I heard that you got this. I heard your mom or your dad was telling me that you did this. And you're like, yeah. I can't talk about that because that's going to piss off my siblings. Because the siblings are going to get mad. The cousins are going to get mad. Some of my family are going to look at me and think, oh, he think he better than me. Or he think he better than us. They're going to call me bougie. Bougie with what? Because of something that you have grown into, that you've grown out of and grown into something different. That's why? Nah, don't work like this, man. So here's what I need you to understand, that confidence built on truth isn't loud, it's steady. Confidence. You gotta have confidence somewhere. I was that guy. I never used to have confidence in myself. Like, I promise you, if you would have told me, yo, Aunt, you see that box of glasses right there? Those, just bring that glassware and put it on this table. That's all I need you to do. Guess what I would do? No, I can't do that. I can't do that because I'm going to fail. And why was I moving like that? Because that's what I was always told. It was always told that to me. You're going to fail. You can't do anything right. I was always moving. I moved with that mindset for so long. And some of you move with that. Your father, your mom, your uncle, your aunt, somebody in your family told you, or you had teachers who told you, administration who told you, you can't get nothing right. You basically can't get right. That's your name. You can't get right. So while you move with that mindset, you've been staying in that same space. So simple things you can't do. So now when you're around your lady, something as pumping gas, something as making sure this is cleaned or whatever, now you're like, oh man, I don't know. You're trembling just to do something, a simple task. Change the light bulb. Oh, no. I don't think that, man, I don't want to think that I'm stupid or I'm incompetent. That's what you run with. That's the idea you run with. But here's the thing. Confidence is built on truth. And it isn't loud, it's steady. And steady power makes insecure people feel uncomfortable. Steady power. You walk in power, man. You walk in power. And yes, it's going to make some people feel some type of way. All right, but walk in the power that you have. Walk in it. Look what you would hear when you hear people talk about someone like Muhammad Ali, Michael Jordan, Tom Brady. Yo, matter of fact, let me put it to you like this. I remember when the Super Bowl came and the Patriots were playing. And I went to the media day. I was blessed to be part of the media at that time. And I never forget, it was a couple of the Patriots players in there. It was like, what, 4 of them? However, nobody knew who they were. They knew they were on the team, but nobody paid attention to who they were. However, there was one booth that had rows and rows and rows and rows of reporters. Guess what booth that was? Yes, Tom Brady. Tom Brady. And when people were talking to these guys and everything, but you see, when Tom Brady walked into the room, and homeboy is tall, but when he walked into the room, the whole room went silent. He was walking in a certain power, certain aura about him. It was silent. For like the first 30 seconds, nobody spoke. They just waited for him to have a seat, took a sip of water, and he said, "Hi, everybody. What's going on? Let's get to it." That's how it was. And it was crazy. to sit there that I'm in front of Tom freaking Brady. I'm standing there right in front of the guy. But that's what it was. That man was confident in himself. Confident in himself. So then what did you have people say about him? Oh, this dude is this. I mean, I'm not a Patriots fan, but when, you had to give the man respect. But when they would clown him, say, oh, he think he this, he think he that, da-da-da-da. Oh, Tom Brady talking ish. What is his problem? Da-da-da. But guess what? It was just the fact that they were insecure people. This man said, all right, you wait till I get that ball. Let's say if it was third down or whatever, and the pass got dropped or he overthrew his receiver, and then you got the defense talking in his face, and, you think that's what we calling you overrated and everything. And you know what that man would say? All right, bet. Wait till I get this ball back. And what did people say? You don't want Tom Brady to have 5 minutes on that clock. 5 minutes is like 15 minutes for him. But it was the power that he walked in that made some people feel insecure. Muhammad Ali, same thing. When you have reporters, they never saw a black man who was like that. The only time they saw that before him was Jack Johnson. He was actually the first ever black heavyweight champion. But you have Muhammad Ali. After Jack Johnson was prideful with it, but Muhammad Ali he too was confident. It's all he was cocky, he's braggadocious and everything. Nah, my man understood what it was. So then what it do? It did something to the reporters. It made them feel like, oh, hold up. Who does God think he is? Who does this Negro think he is? This Negro needs to know his place. They put it in the papers. This Negro needs to know his place. This Negro better learn how to humble himself or somebody's going to humble him. So now that my man was winning and everything, what did these reporters want? They were waiting for someone to beat him. They were waiting for someone to knock his block off. Anybody to shut that big mouth up. They call him the Louisville Lip. Oh, we need somebody to shut his big mouth up. Even black people, some black people was like that with him. But you could not deny one thing. As this man moved, he had a certain power about him. I'm not talking about controlling power. He had a certain aura, a certain power about him as he moved. But yes, he was confident in it. And how many of you should be walking in that power right now? Confident that you can fix this. Confident that you can do that. You're confident in it, but you've been shrinking back because you don't want to hear, oh, he's getting another promotion. Oh, they always highlighting him. So you don't want to hear that no more. You don't want to hear your name in that no more. No, don't worry about your name being heard about in the promotion, or they're highlighting, or they're saying, hey, look, everyone, give so-and-so, give Rob a hand because he helped us out with this, or he did this, he did his thing. No, don't worry about that. That should not concern you. Understand, you need to be confident in your competency. Say it for you again. Be confident in your competency. That's what I had to learn for myself as I grew. As I said, when I was told this since I was small, you can't do, you will never do, you can't do, you'll never be. But then when I started becoming more competent in certain things, my confidence grew. So here's what I need in you, man. Stand tall in what the Creator built in you. Stand tall in that, man. If the Creator gave you a voice to speak. If the Creator gave you a gift to play instruments, God bless you. Run with it. If the Creator gave you a space where you know how to plan. You're good at it. Whatever it may be, you're good at it, and be confident in that. Next, don't shrink, don't deflect, don't you dare apologize. Say that for you again. Don't shrink, don't deflect, and don't apologize. Stop apologizing. Yeah, I know, man. I know I did that. I'm sorry, man. I know it was a little bit too much, but I'm sorry. No. If you're a person who over-delivers, God bless. That's a unique gift. Not many people can over-deliver. Some people under-deliver or just deliver, or no delivery. But if you over-deliver, all right, you're just good at it. You're very, very resourceful. Cool. You want to make the customer happy. You want to make your client happy. You want to make sure that people are satisfied, because the thing is that people will know you like, yo, this dude, he's on it. And next, walk in certainty. It is evidence of growth. Walk in it. As I said, can get the bag and you say that's the most important thing, but nah, the biggest thing in a man's life is when he knows who he is, certain of who he is and where he's going in his life. He's certain of it. That's the growth. Coming from someone who didn't know where they were going, didn't know what they were doing, they were just drifting along to now you like, no, I know who I am. No, I'm not from the streets, so I don't have to pretend. No, you know what? I didn't come from the good neighborhoods and everything. I know where I came from, but I don't move like that no more. Yes, I came from the hood, but I don't move like that no more. That's what you got to be confident in. It's the growth. It is evidence of your growth. So fellas, please, as you go out there, be certain. Be certain in your growth and stop apologizing for it, okay? I want to see you grow. I want to see you evolve. And the only way you're going to do that is if you stop lamenting that you haven't grown for the past 10 years of your life. Remember, there's another year. So, whether you win or lose, the fight is never over. You evolve and don't ever apologize for your growth because there's always the next round. I'm Anthony. I'm going to check you on the next one, y'all. Peace.